Hi,
You're
guys.
good.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. We are really excited to kick off this new wave of calls that we're going to be doing Tuesday nights at 6:30. And our hope and prayer is that we can be more united as a team and see your faces more often. I feel like we need to be seeing each other every week. We need to do this more as a community, more as a team. And so I'm really excited about this. Tonight, we are going to be talking about Summit and everything that our favorite takeaways from this past week. So for those of you who are new and maybe you don't know what Summit is, it is the annual Beachbody conference, and it's every summer. And next year it'll be July, help me if I mess up these dates, like the 13th, the 16th.
I think it's the 11th through the 13th.
I'm not good at reading lips. The 11th.
Okay. There you
July
go.
11th.
Sorry. I forgot I muted myself.
That's okay. July 11th next year, and it will be in Indianapolis again, which was awesome because it was not as humid as the other cities we've been to. And the hotels are very close to where we stay, and we already have several hotels booked for our team. So, for those of you who are new, or maybe you are like, hotels, what? This is a year away. Don't worry, we have you covered, and we want to room with you guys and bring you all with us because Summit is amazing. It's just an amazing experience to be in the Beachbody bubble, as I like to say. Every time Summit is coming, I'm always thinking to myself, I need to get in that bubble of positivity and learning and just gleaning from everything I can from the top coaches and the community that's there. So it's really cool. So one thing I want to mention is if you are a new coach, you can earn a free ticket to Summit by hitting Success Club your first 3 months as a coach, and you would have a free ticket. Right now, the tickets are the cheapest that they will be, unless you get yours for free. Until July 9th, you can get a ticket to Summit for $130, which is nothing. They always have a keynote speaker, and it's somebody that is world renowned that you would pay thousands of dollars to go see anywhere else. So I feel like just in that, you're getting so much value. Not only that, you get to hang out with all of us for a few days, do workouts live with the trainers, and just have a ton of fun. So that's just my little Summit blurb. We do have a team-wide Summit group that I've created. So if you are not already in that group, just let us know and we will add you to it so that you can be in the know as, this year will fly by. I feel like we always talk about Summit right when we get home, and before you know it, we're gearing to go back again. So I am going to let Kim share her favorite takeaways first. Oh, no, never mind. She is solo parenting. So I will share my favorite takeaways first. One thing, so this was my fourth summit, and I'll be completely honest, my number one reason for wanting to go was to be there for and with my team because I just love going, and I couldn't imagine even with a 6-week-old not being there. And I learned so much and just took away so much more than I even imagined I would, considering I've been 4 years. It's not the same info, you guys. Our corporate team at Beachbody is so stinking smart at staying up with the trends of social media and things that will legit help us build this business and be better coaches and better serve people. So there were so many nuggets that I took away that honestly I was just thinking about how am I going to get there with a 6-week-old and survive this trip. I wasn't really thinking about everything I was going to learn. But one of the things that I was really hoping to take away was some tips on Instagram specifically because Instagram is such a huge platform right now. So I want you guys to get on these calls and not only take away the community and just being together as a team, but also have some legit action items to take away from these calls. So I want to share what I've been doing on Instagram that I learned from Summit. If you are trying to use Instagram as one of your platforms to reach more people. So one coach who has had a breakaway year shared this, that every day she searches hashtags that describe her. So if you are a mom, hashtags that have to do with moms, the number of kids you have, whether you have boys or girls or whatever. And what I learned in doing this is that the hashtags that first come to mind tend to already have a lot of coaches who you can tell you go to those hashtags and I'm just scrolling past coach after coach after coach. So that's probably not a hashtag you would want to use. So I wrote down 10 things that describe myself, that I am passionate about, that I'm into, that, if you know me, you know that that's something that is about me. And I tried to be more creative about the hashtags that I'm looking for. And I zeroed in on a few that when I went to them, they're totally me and they're not overrun by other coaches. And I was looking for those people like me that I want to help. Moms who are newly postpartum, moms who have multiple kids. That's like my community that I try to help as a coach. And I've been following these moms and commenting and liking on their photos and trying to get to know them and build that relationship there. And it has helped me to create a bigger following on my Instagram, which down the road will lead to an opportunity for me to hopefully invite them to my challenge group. Hopefully they will be watching my stories and maybe they'll be excited just from watching what I'm doing there. So it's just a great way to expand your network. So the rule of thumb that I learned that I've been putting into play myself is finding 20 new people based on the hashtags that are about me and following them. And then for each of those 20 people, I'll be honest, it was a little time consuming in the beginning. I'm getting a little bit better at it now. I like 5 of their photos and I comment on 3 of them. And I try to really make the comments better than just like, hey, cute kid or whatever. Read the caption, make a good comment, because I know when I get comments like that, I know right away that they could care less about me or who I am. I want to really connect with these people. And what I've noticed is when I find those right people that I'm following, I legit want to follow them because they're like me. And I'm actually very curious in what they wrote in their caption because I'm interested in it. So the commenting is very easy. I would have naturally wanted to comment on that anyway. So it's not forced. It's not weird. But that I've been trying to crack the Instagram code for a while now. And that is something that has definitely been helping me. So there's one action item for you guys. And, maybe 20 people seems like a lot. Maybe you start with 5 people a day. Just start somewhere, because expanding your network in this business is going to be something that you're going to need to get used to doing. And because Instagram is such a huge platform right now, I think it's smart to know what these coaches are doing that are doing it so well and gaining so many followers and so many challengers and coaches from Instagram. You need to know how to attract them. So, Kim, I know that you are solo, so you let me know when you.
No, I'm good. James came home.
Okay.
They're all in the bath. So I don't just put my kids in the bath and then leave them. Could you imagine? Sorry, bad parenting. Actually sounds really a good idea. Anyway, yeah, so you just touched on your Instagram. That was one of the pickups that you had. Okay, so one of the things that I feel like I always take away from Summit is the heart behind the whole mission of what Beachbody is, which is just a gentle reminder as to why I even ever signed up as a coach to begin with. And I think that when you hear, Carl and I don't ever remember any of their other names, but all those other guys. But when you hear the passion of ending obesity and the heart behind Shakeology and the reason for what it is that they're trying to do, I feel like it's just like an igniting thing. Like, whether or not you think you have anything to offer people, the products that you have, and as you slowly become a coach that's coaching people, you end up helping them with things that they're dealing with for life. And I really don't know that there's anything else like that out there. And so I think that, just hopping on the bandwagon of like why Summit is so crucial. I feel like it's just like that rah, like just like USA, like tomorrow we're all going to put on our colors and we're all going to be proud and we're all going to, whatever. And we put our differences aside and we're proud to be American and we celebrate it all. And that's very similar in the Beachbody land. And so I would definitely make it a priority. Book your flights now, book the stuff, book your ticket, because it's only going to be one more reason why to go. As far as takeaways, I feel like something I don't capitalize enough on. Well, a couple things. Number one, the top coaches are inviting to this business in every single post that they post. There's no sprinkling. They're just like bold and like, hi, here, I just bought this like car and I paid with my, and I'm not saying you have to be like that, but the fact is that if you don't offer the opportunity, I feel like people don't even know the opportunity is there. And I think I think a lot of times we try to be all strategic about it, and we have these, sneak peeks and all these things. And I feel like I didn't learn this at Summit, but I learned it maybe right after. Jen Richardson, she just does like a call. Like she doesn't have a sneak peek. She just like, here's a video, here's some content, read about it, and then join me. And that's it. It's not like this big, shindig thing that they're putting on every single month. And I think that I like that better because I feel like that's the person I'm connecting with is busy and they don't have time to come to some sneak peek and like hang out for like 4 days and learn about what coaching is. They either want it or they don't. And so I think that that's one of the big things, and then of course in their messaging. And I think one of the, obviously Instagram was a huge part of the whole Summit experience. And I think that the IG stories is this idea that everything you post, it goes away in 24 hours. So there's nothing wrong with being inviting to the business on all the time, every other day. And I love Danielle Natoni. What she does. So her coaching story is very interesting. Literally the only reason she joined Beachbody was to make money. She wanted to put her, and if you listen to National Wake Up Call, I'm pretty sure she said this exact same story. She wanted to be one of those people who went to the gas station and like put her gas thing, in the gas tank and leave the lever on, because she could never leave the lever on. She always had to like click, 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 click. Oh no, don't go over. And she just wanted to like leave the lever on. So her whole drive, her whole business is this idea that she needed to make money. She was in this 100% as a job. And so now she doesn't focus on, she's like, I'm never going to be a top coach, even though she's a top, let's be real. She's a top coach. She's like triple superstar diamond. So she's a top coach, but she focuses on a small amount of coaches per month. So she every month has a theme, and her themes are, my Cupid coaches, my summer, I can't remember, summer hustlers, my Great 8, because in August, it's her 8th anniversary or 8th year anniversary or whatever. So she always just focuses on the small thing. And she puts on her IG stories and in her Instagram a piece of paper with like a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And she just fills their names, literally puts in their full name, Susan Smith, Jackie, whatever. And she says that she meets people on the street who are like, I want to be on your list. How do I get on your list? And that's all she does. And then those are her team. And she puts them into a pocket and they become a success pod, and they go into a Vox and they become each other's, whatever. They grow the business together. And I loved that idea. I think that is, people want to be in a community. They want to be, we are such a busy people group, but all people want to do is be in like constant community. They want people to know them. They want to be, they want to feel known and loved and cared for. And that's what this is. And really that's what Summit is. It's this idea of let's make a whole bunch of people have FOMO. Really is the whole point of it. And I feel like they do such a great job. And so we now have to take that back and do that good job of showing people what it looks like to be in this healthy, loving community. So those are my takeaways.
I love that. And to piggyback onto that, one thing that I really picked up also was just how bold and unapologetic they are about talking about the coaching opportunity. Like Kim was saying, I've always said that I persistently pursue people until they say yes to my challenge groups. I've always done that. I think it's one of the reasons why I've built a successful business. But when it's come to inviting to coaching, I've always done it one way. I've always kind of sat back and waited to see who my rockstar challengers were, and then been like, you are going to coach with me because you're good at it. Let's just go. Let's coach. And yes, I post about coaching and I would do calls to action about coaching, but I never had that same intensity with inviting to coaching. And that really stuck out with me, which is interesting because Kim and I didn't even talk about this. And I was going to say that same thing, was that they tenaciously talk about it unapologetically, boldly, passionately, just as much as they do the fitness side of things. And I think for me, the reason I have, why it took me all of this time to have that aha moment was because of the way that I was brought into this business. I was brought into it as the person who lost a ton of weight, as most of us were, at least most of the coaches on my team. You know, you had the transformation first because that's how I brought you in. And it was like this light bulb moment of that's fantastic and that's life changing and amazing. But there's also people out there who are looking for an opportunity to earn an income. And the only way they're going to know about it is if we offer it to them. You know, there's the people who are already into fitness who could be sitting on a gold mine if they chose coaching as their avenue to actually build a business in fitness. So I've been talking about coaching way more in my posts ever since Summit, thanks to that. I just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something else.
I'll just add on. The only other thing that I kind of took away was how I think, you know, and actually I feel like Brittany, you said something about this recently about how like we kind of take advantage, we kind of take for granted Shakeology. Like here's this shake that we all have been drinking now for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And we know the benefits and we have them, but we don't talk about them enough. And we definitely don't help our challengers stay on it. And that is a huge, ensuring that your volume is always growing is such a big part of getting people to stay on Shakeology. And the fact is 1 month on Shakeology is not when you're going to see the longevity. You're not going to see all those benefits. You're not going to watch your diabetes go down or your high blood pressure. Hi, handsome. Hi. You want to say hi? You're not going to see those things. You're going to, you have to be drinking it for a long period of time. But the fact is the fact that I can say in 3 years, I've never had a cold. I don't know very many people who can say that. You know what I mean? I live with 3, basically, I mean, they're terrorists. They just are full of disease and germs. Look at them. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? But you know what I'm saying? Like we take it, we take advantage of the fact that we drink the shake, but we need to help people stay on it. We need to help people see that the discount coaching option is there for them. Maybe they have an aunt and an uncle that they can just get 2 people on it and at least making it $30 a month. I mean, that's something, you guys, and it's something that's going to help you in the long run. And I think we forget that, and my punch card, the punch card thing is awesome and people are excited and they want they want the punch on there. Go get your dad. Go get him.
Come on. Want to do your ears?
Ooh, go do your ears. But we need to remind them of that. We need to remind them of the benefits of it and give them incentive to stay on it because it's going to help you. It's going to help your commission. It's going to help your volume. It helps everything.
Yeah, and Kim, and I would say too that one thing that Anna and I are doing in our challenge groups the last couple months to help with this is to actually in our challenge group templates, like in our morning posts every week, we're talking about benefits of Shakeology, whether it's a specific ingredient or one of the proprietary ingredient blends or posting about myths about Shakeology and helping people overcome that. Just so not only are they actually like feeling the benefits of it, but they're like continually reading about it. And another thing that I started doing is listening to the Shakeology podcast and actually starting to share information from the podcast in our challenge groups as well. So that not only do people have the incentive of the punch cards, but then they also are like learning about it. And so that they don't get caught up in this idea that they can just go to the store or buy a different organic protein, that this is something that's really special. So that's another idea for people in their challenge groups as well.
Well, and I was just going to tag on Britt because, you know, we've been using your red, white, and blue, and I love the images. I mean, I made those images, I don't know what, 2 years ago now. But I love the ones that you made that are bright. Yeah, they're just nicer, you know.
Oh, the Shakeology ingredient ones? Yeah.
Shakeology ingredient ones. And I'm even thinking, like, we need to be posting that in Tribe every single day. Like, because those people, I mean, that's 600 people who once upon a time tried Shakeology. So if 600 people could still be drinking Shakeology for all these different coaches, imagine the success, right?
That's a really good idea. Do you want to explain what Tribe is for the people on the call who don't know?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just FYI.
And I don't know if Andy does this, but basically our team, Brittany and I, Brittany, and ours, and then all of our coaches, we add every single challenger that ever purchases anything, even if they just sign up for BOD, they might start in a challenge group. And then like in 2 weeks into it, we add them into Tribe Trifecta. Tribe Trifecta is your body, mind, and soul, and it basically is just a place. It's a stopping grounds, right? So it's once you're finished a challenge group, if you need somewhere to live, this is a place to live, and we celebrate freaking everything in this group. There's nothing we don't celebrate in there. We celebrate. We do the punch cards in there. We celebrate if people finish a program. We celebrate Sunday standings.
Birthdays. I mean,
you know, pretty much everything. And I feel like Megan, that probably hurt. I feel like Megan, that's how, I know, ow. That's how you came back around, right? Was Tribe. Yeah. So I feel like Tribe is definitely, you know, it's just a great place to have, and it's great to have multiple coaches in there, not just one of us, because then you have multiple people. I know. Multiple people all pouring into that group, which I feel like just makes things better in the long run.
Do those people that are in that initial challenge group that get moved over to the Tribe group, do they also stay in another challenge group, or they just do the one challenge group and then they're in this long-standing other group?
They can do both pretty much. And the cool part is we actually, why don't you go find your brother? Go find Carter. Go find him. We actually will, like, if Brittany's running a new group, if I'm running a new group, we announce it and we take each other's challengers. So like, oh, you want to be, like, we're popping up an 80-day, like, anybody want to do 80-day obsession? And so people will then jump in and we use the for that.
Okay, cool.
Which I feel like is nice because then, you know, that gets people out of the woodwork. I can probably say that in the last 4 months, 40 of those people are my Success Club points.
Do you post every day in there? Like something like every morning? Do you have an every morning post in there or some sort of posting schedule?
Nope. I recently, probably starting a month ago, have recently started posting something in there every single day for engagement. So like today I shared about how like you can get a free tank top when you finish programs. Hey everyone, let's see your tank top, or let's see what you've completed. Sometimes I'll throw up like if you could eat one food, you know, just like almost like a Facebook page, like just to get people engaged. One of the things that I try to have is I tag somebody different every single day. So I just go through the alphabet and tag someone every single day. Just asking them what they're doing. Most of the time I don't even know who they are and they don't respond, but sometimes they respond and sometimes they restart their whole fitness journey, you know? So I've been trying to just do something in there every single day to add engagement, really is at this point my goal.
Yeah. And I would say that our goal in creating that group, so yes, people do both. Sometimes they do want to continue in our My Challenge Tracker app groups, and sometimes they don't. For us, I know that for me personally, and I believe Kim does this too, and Anna and I are on the same plane, on the same level with this in terms of hosting our groups together, where if you want to be in the My Challenge Tracker app
challenge group, you have to be drinking Shakeology and doing a Beachbody program. Whereas in Tribe, it's an ongoing community and you don't have to be drinking Shakeology. We have people in there doing all sorts of different kinds of workouts. So it's this ongoing community, which is something that we feel like we promised. Like we promised to provide you this online or ongoing accountability community, and you have that. But if you do also want to jump in and be intentional and like be really dig in and committed with other women who have invested their resources, their money to commit to this program and this group, we have that community for you too. So Tribe wasn't meant to be a community where there's morning posts every day that's like a theme, a challenge group. It's not supposed to be as much work as it is for us, for our essentially like our paying customers, the people who are on Shaco, recurring customers. But it is just a place for people to connect, be held accountable, for us to reach out to them, maybe bring them back into our challenge groups if they want to try Shakeology again later on. So that was more of like the heart behind that community.
A lot of people who are going on vacation, or they feel like they don't want to be in the challenge group tracker because they know they're not really going to commit. Even though they're drinking Shakeology and they're doing a program, they might just post in Tribe because they don't feel bad for like having a partner. But the thing is, like, you'll see people hop on there and be like, hey, I'm having a problem with blank, 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 blank. And then 40 people are telling, giving them advice, or, hey, I need a broccoli salad recipe. And it's just like this quick place where we all have one commonality is that we've all started with Beachbody. Yes, some are doing, we have a chick in there who posts every single day about Tone It Up. It's fine. Whatever.
We're like, can you just be a coach and like do Beachbody?
She'll do like Insanity and Tone It Up. And I'm like, can you maybe just do the things that we but it's fine because we support her and everybody loves on her posts and it's great. And, we do treat it the same. I treat it the same as a challenge. Like I go through every day and comment on people's posts and, make sure that they don't have questions or whatever. But I would say that has reunited, re-upped so many people. Don't forget, you get points for people who re-up every 6 months. So if they purchase another challenge pack, that's points for you.
I love it.
So it's kind of nice. But yeah, sorry, tangent there.
No, that was good though. That was really helpful. I've heard you mention Tribe Trifecta so many times and I've never asked you exactly how it worked. So that was really awesome. I wanted to share one last takeaway from my summit experience was that there's just no shortage of success in this business. Carl, the CEO, talked several times about, and I'm totally going to mess up what he said, so for those of you there, help me out, how he wanted this to be the biggest part-time income opportunity available over any other company. Like, not only has the company and Carl stuck with their mission to help people have healthy, fulfilling lives. I totally messed that one up too, but you get the vibe. I'm not very good at quoting people, obviously.
You're doing great.
They've always stuck by helping people with their fitness first and helping people really with the products, not just to sell something to somebody and be like, bye, thanks for the points and the commission. And I love that. And that is one thing that really drew me into actually giving this business a shot because I was so skeptical. And now I love that they're also so helpful with the business side of things and showcasing people who have been coaches for years and then had a breakout year and letting them teach us what they did to have that breakout year, to show like it, whether or not you've been around for 5 years or 5 weeks, you have a huge opportunity here and it's all what you make of it. And the biggest thing, the whatever that stood out to me, that what those people did, whether it was the newer coach that had a breakout year or the coach who'd been around and then all of a sudden blew it out the water in 2017, was they boldly and unapologetically shared and invited. A lot. They invited on their social media constantly. They didn't worry about what people were going to think or say. They didn't let that fear hold them back. And they just had these amazing years where they changed so many lives that now they have complete financial freedom. And I loved that they highlighted, as they always do, the people who did that in the last calendar year, because that's a lot of what Summit is the success stories of not just what we do in health and fitness. It's not just the Beachbody champion No, I messed that up too. The Beachbody Challenge, which is like Beachbody Biggest Loser, as I like to call it. And since I made that up, I won't screw it up. Where they recognize these people who have lost over 100 pounds, over 150 pounds with Beachbody products. I love that that is celebrated so much in the closing day ceremony, because it should be, because we're a health and fitness company first, and that's what we're trying to do. But they also do a really great job to show you what this opportunity is. And when you hear these stories, you guys, the people who have made that success so big are just like you and me. They are the mom who is at home going crazy with her kids and just is like, I need a way to do something for me and make an income. And while they're making that income, they're making a huge, significant impact in so many people's lives. It's literally the best thing ever. So I just want you to know that whether you're new or Mary Kate, I love you. You're the veteran coach and the new coach mentorship. This is for you. You're all in the right place. I think God has handpicked each and every one of you for this opportunity. And it's just up to you to decide that you're going to take the opportunity and run with it. There's no magic secret sauce. The magic secret sauce is just digging in and deciding that you're going to go for it and not worry about the rest. So I just always get so fired up from those little pep talks at Summit and those reminders of what the success can be for each and every one of us.
I do think that, oh, go ahead.
I just have a quick question. Something that I struggle with is, and it's probably just something I take on personally, but I feel like when I sign people up as challengers and then they like either don't show up in the group at all, or they show up for a little bit and then they fall off, like I reach out to them, but I feel like I promise, you know, if you do the work, you'll have the results. And I check back in with them, but I can't shake the guilt of like, it's not working for them.
But
like, how do you?
They're not doing it. And so you have to learn to let that go, because I know that you are constantly checking in with those people. And at some point you just have to know that you've done your due diligence as a coach, and you are there, and you are running challenge groups, and you support people in person and behind the scenes constantly. I know that because I know you, but you can't make somebody do it. And so you can't put on that guilt.
I will say that something that I don't know, I mean, I feel like we learned, sorry, thought I heard a broken bones. One of the things that I do continue to hear about a lot of the top coaches that run big teams, that was the other thing. These teams aren't breaking up. They are running it together as a massive team. And we're talking like top coaches are running their businesses that way. Because you guys, there is, even though it's really nice to think about having this nice, small, intimate challenge group, let's be real. That 80-day obsession group, Britt, that you and I ran, and there was like 100 comments every single day.
Oh, man.
It's much like we were dying because our power hour was just consumed by
like 6 hours.
Better save your day to check in with this group. But that's why people finished. That is why there was way more success in the group, in the amount of people that finished than there was. But one thing I was going to add to that, Tara, is that something I'm coming up with in August. I have lots of big goals, but they can't start till August because I will have freedom in August. I would like to create a new challenger packet. So something that challengers get, and this is something that a lot of the top teams have, and it's something they send them in an email and they can print it out, and it has in there like how to succeed. Here is where you need to go. And it's a lot of the stuff we go over in the challenge group tracker in prep week, but it's more, they can get an email right away and they know exactly where to find A, B, C, and D. And they know that if I don't do this, this is on me. And it's just more of like here's how to succeed. You want the best results, here's how you're going to get those. And I think that we need to, as a team, come up with something like that we just quickly send off. It's pretty. It's maybe got, here's a 21-day fix one, here's a 2B one, and here's an 80-day obsession one. And because those are, the 3 basic meal plans that we now have as a Beachbody community, and just have something that's very tangible for them to utilize. because I think that will help them succeed and get started better, because I do hate when that happens. It does suck. And how many messages can you be like, are you okay? Hello?
Yeah.
Remember that one time? And I just like wait for the return, right? You're just like, okay, well, they're totally returning. And then like 2 months later, like, okay, I'm ready now. And I feel like, what are you doing? Where did you go? I thought you got taken by aliens. But
I like that idea of the packet. It feels more like
professional.
it feels, yeah, and more like directed toward them, like more individual.
Yes, I agree.
It's funny that you say in August when you're free. I feel like I'm never going to be free, but it reminds me, months ago, I downloaded one from a top coach that we can kind of look and see the feel, and if we like it, and of course make our own. But I'll send it.
Was it the Fitzpatrick's?
I thought it was Ruth Schroner.
It could have been her too. She does one as well.
Do you have the Fitzpatrick's one?
I don't have it. I'd like to.
I'll send you whichever one I have. I only have one, but I thought it was Ruth. It could have been the Fitzpatrick's.
No, they're probably on the same team. Just kidding.
I just wanted to say one thing that I took away from Summit being my first Summit, that I think I took in so much information that I was like taking pictures and super overwhelmed. Like I need to go back and read all this again later. But one of the things that I didn't even really think about, I think because I'm so excited still, like if someone says yes and someone's like, okay, sure, I'll try this group thing. I like jump into like, okay, here's what you need to do. Give me your email and we'll do a shake flavor, like blah, blah, blah. I have word vomit all the time. I just like what I'm thinking, I just say. And one of the things that they talked a lot about when you're trying to find challengers and inviting is to ask more questions, which seems like super no brainer.
Yeah.
But like when they're saying they're interested or asking questions about what you're doing, instead of just answering their questions, to like ask them a question back, like, well, what are you looking for? What are you doing now that's not working? What are your goals? Like, just because then it seems like you're not just selling something, you're getting to know them more and really asking them questions, which helps them to feel like you're really listening and wanting to help them, which I never saw it that way. That's all.
No, I agree.
I have one thing I'd love to share. In like in the last, I was like on
Oh no, where'd you go?
I can't hear her.
Can you hear me?
You're kind
Can
of
you hear me now?
Oh, that's better.
Okay. I'm at the airport, so the Wi-Fi might be really bad. Is being able to video DM on Instagram. It's been huge for me this last week. And when somebody asks questions, like they message me, to then just shoot them a video back, and then they engage so much quicker because they kind of have a personal connection. And that's something we all can do because it's super easy to do on Instagram.
Agreed.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a great tip. Does anyone have any other questions before we take a picture and sign off? I say that so no one just signs off.
So we don't forget.
And we don't forget. No? No more questions?
You guys have something on, and mark your calendars for Tuesdays at 6:30 because we're going to keep this going.
Great job, Andy. Great job. Okay, are you ready?
I just tell us when to smile.
Okay. Hold on, let me find the thing here. Okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, great.
Will you post that in our team page or something so we can?
I'll post them in both, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, great. Well, so good. Thanks for seeing. It's nice to see all your faces.
It is nice.
Now let's go out and beat our best.
That was a good plug. I liked it.
I was going to do a little plug for Beat Our Best, but there you go. Beat your best, whatever that was.
Beat your best.
You can do
My
it
best is my best. I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah.
because you're just that good.
No, not at all. I don't even know. It's just 1 month. You know, all it takes is one good month.
To ruin the rest.
It's one good one. Now you're screwed. Okay, cool. Well, if you guys have any questions or anything comes up, or for those of you that are watching the recording, just simply tag, one of us in the post below, and we'll be sure to answer all your questions.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.